This is where we put together all the component parts of your customized one-to-one to ensure that it meets your needs in the areas that you identified as important earlier. There are plenty of components to choose from, and in reality, your one-to-one time will fly by quickly. Each component comes with an exercise for you to do together with it. Instead of trying to do all the components in every session, let's get thoughtful about which components are needed, when, and how often. On the day, you can then use these pre-selected building blocks in an agile way, adjusting and assembling the structure that will best serve you at that time. The structure is yours and it's flexible, so you can continue to adapt it to meet your needs and achieve your goal. Here are some key points to consider. How we each show up is critical to the success of this interaction. Consider how you can clear your minds to truly focus on the upcoming discussion. Maybe make this a game that you can both engage in together to start the session. Bonus points if your method can build some connection or just some light rapport between you both, as this contributes to the all-important concept of psychological safety, which unlocks effective collaboration. You may need to get creative, as not every person or culture wants small talk at work. Equally, others crave it before cracking on with business. You two have the luxury of deliberately figuring out what might suit you both and then testing it out. Remember, the goal here is to break through our busy minds and achieve that relaxed focus where you've both arrived, are present, primed, and ideally connected for a productive session ahead. A warning though, skipping this can lead to fidgety, distracted, and disconnected meetings that feel rushed and have minimal impact. The power of this dedicated space can be that it is productive to allocate time in your session to discuss something that isn't on the agenda. The freedom of discussing nothing in particular allows appropriate space and cadence for us to notice whatever is top of mind, and if it's helpful, to bring it to the table. This is a great way of staying aware of what's going on for the other person. It also builds slack into the system, which can be useful when extra time is needed to discuss something that's more pressing or more urgent. So depending on your goals and your agreements and your ways of working, if your one-to-one will include talking about your specific work deliverables and professional development topics, choose an appropriate cadence for how often topics like these and others need to come up, allowing perhaps for some additional space, the slack in the system. Something like a performance review may happen every 3, 6, 12 months, where we're giving ongoing feedback less formally can aid growth and be a central part of this relationship. Regarding feedback, there are constructive and destructive ways to share your observations with another person. If you're unconfident with this skill, consider seeking out some training and even coaching to upskill yourself. You won't regret that. Here's one final warning. Unless it's appropriate for the working style, for the cultural context, and for the project stage or type of work, watch out for micromanaging. This can have negative effects on mood and team productivity.